Hey,
Facebook Live, Jason Dukes, Captain's Chair Coaching. I'm here with Reggie from Juice Basin.
Yay.
See, we're in the Juice Basin here in Asbury. They have locations in Asbury, Montclair, and Jersey City.
Yeah.
I mentioned them in one of the 30 Days of videos a couple weeks ago because it's right down the street from my house here, and I can come over here and get some great juices.
Awesome.
Fresh press, cold press.
Yeah.
What's it?
USDA organic certified cold press juice.
Yeah.
It's artisan press. So we kind of started with a yoga studio downtown years ago, and we had a nice juice bar. And then after I taught yoga class at night, everybody would want a juice, and I kind of grabbed my husband by the collar and said, "Figure out the cold press juice because I got to bottle it." So a lot of companies try to bottle centrifugal juice, which the enzymes die off within the first 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
On cold pressed juice, you can actually triturate, press it, then mix it, bottle it, and it'll last. It'll last for up to 7 days per the FDA.
Okay.
We're certified out of Cornell University, HASP certified, the hazardous analysis on the critical control points of juice. So there's a lot of science behind what we do. And then we have some mixes that we actually HPP, highly pressurized process. So after we make our small batches here, we're artisan, so that we call it our mission, ARR, artisan, because it's small batches, hand pressed, hand mixed, hand bottled. We're relevant because we're committed to urban renewal. So we have the locations, like you said, in Jersey City, here in Asbury and Montclair. And we're responsible because we're USDA organic certified, and in being that way, we're saving the planet, its workers and bees, one more juice at a time.
Nice.
And then we bring it to the juices once they're bottled. We bring them to a facility up in Edison where they put them into a vat of cold water, and they pressurize them at 85,000 pounds per square inch. And what that does is it eliminates pathogens up to 45 days.
Oh, wow.
So the science behind it is we had our testing in Canada for our juices, and to test one bottle is about $15,000. So it's all pH monitored and temperature monitored. So the science behind it is if you keep it cold under 41 degrees and you pressurize it, then the shelf life is extended, and then pregnant women as well, or at-risk populations such as children or older adults can consume these juices without worrying that they'll get ill.
Wow.
Yeah, because raw juice, if left on the shelf too long, pathogens like listeria, salmonella will set in, especially with like apples or sweet potato. So that's all based on pH level.
Wow.
And then
I'm sorry, guys. I had no clue that all of that went into this delicious damn juice that I drink like all the time.
Yeah. And I was just
That's
going to
amazing.
say nut milk. So
Oh, yeah.
it's MYLK. We're vegan. So our milk is made from nuts. So these are not HPP'd. These are considered a blend, just like our raw smoothies on the fly, right? So you could add kale or pineapple, fresh oranges, cucumbers. But because this is a meal replacement, we make these batches every day, and this one's Thai baby coconut with blueberries, so strong antioxidant, but also the real cashew is a sustaining fat, good LCD fats, and then the date sweetens it. So we don't add any sugar. We actually use nature's natural products to create the balance for the flavor.
Yeah.
And then the Thai baby coconut is full of electrolytes, so like 600 times the electrolytes of a Gatorade, which a lot of really great athletes or men training and women training in gyms that need to keep those calories going. This is a great source of protein along with electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I use it to sit home and coach.
Yeah. Well, it keeps the brain turned on, right?
Yeah, well,
and
it does,
keeps
it
you
does.
going, and you're sustained. And,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about. It's about sustaining our populations in these urban centers by giving them jobs, right? So today is a quiet day here at the Basin because no pressing's happening. However, when we're pressing, mixing, and bottling, we have up to 20 people working for us. So there's a lot of hands in what we do, and then being USDA organic on top of it, there's a lot of paperwork that goes in that, and by doing all of that, the big takeaway for any entrepreneur that's following their passion like we are of positive energy, you have to be mindful of the numbers. It's all about the numbers. So we've been very selective in what we create, and now we're pulling back actually because we see replication in some of our recipes, and we're like, all right, this is the blood builder, so maybe we don't need Farmers, CeeLo, and Maid of Honor. Maybe we just need one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you want to grab that? And
No, that's
I'll
from
talk.
one of my other
Okay.
stories. It lets
All
us
right.
know that
I was
we're
about to
being
say
pulled back.
I can talk while you're doing
Sure.
that, but yeah. So I mean, tell us about the entrepreneurial piece. A lot of the people that listen, you know, because they want to give their gift to the world, and
Sure.
you know.
Right. Well, entrepreneurs, I think the big key is to stay balanced. So for us here, we really...
Actually, you know what? Before we do that, Devi says send us a link. How can people follow? I know that you have a bunch of different ways that people can follow.
Sure. So we're on Instagram at juicebasin.com. We're on Facebook at juicebasin.com. And we're on the World Wide Web at juicebasin.com.
Okay.
We also own the URL bridalcleanse.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stores in Asbury down here, also Montclair in Jersey City. For those guys, Montclair, it's on the corner of Valley and Bloomfield, right?
Right by the police department.
Yeah. And Jersey City, it's on 2nd Ave?
Yes, it's on 2nd Street,
2nd
right where
Street.
Newark Ave meets with 2nd in the historic district,
Yeah.
in the village.
There's
Such
a really
pretty
good
little
cookie
shop.
place. A
Yeah.
bunch of good cookie places over there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, juices and cookies, that's not...
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. There's usually people that crave
Right.
are depleted of something.
Yeah,
and
me.
so often you'll consume juice and feel revitalized, kind of like water on a flower. It just freshens you up. And we also use a lot of superfoods like E3 Live and spirulina and things of that nature
Nice.
to turn the brain on. So
Nice.
a lot of folks will grab a cookie or whatever because they're looking for that hit of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 5 or 6 cookies. I mean, you know, that happens.
All in moderation.
Cheryl just liked the page, so you gotta like from this. But
Great.
For entrepreneurs looking to follow their passion, what
Yeah.
what
So-
sort of advice or information
I
do
think
you
that
have?
entrepreneurs have a tendency to burn out because they are so passion driven, and you have to really be self-disciplined to make sure that you maintain self. So whatever your creative energy outward to maintain your physical and mental well-being, it's really important to schedule that in your day or schedule that in your week. It's also really important to stay connected to family and friends because we can get so consumed about drive and go that we lose out on life experiences, and then we become bitter. And so instead of getting to that point, if you really program and schedule, then you're able to stay vitalized and creative. And also, the other side is, as entrepreneurs, we often are very creative individuals, and creative individuals need time to unplug, to rewire, to kind of hone back down, and then boot back up. And if you don't take that time, it's challenging. You'll burn out or
Yeah.
you'll become resentful. And then it's also really important to know your numbers. I mean, I think for us at the Juice Basin, it's been a 2-year process at the business school at Rutgers University.
Oh, cool.
And I just finished the EPI program,
What is-
Entrepreneur Pioneer Initiative, out of the
Okay.
business school. And that's where you get an opportunity to work with financial coaches, marketing, brand managers, strategists on development and business growth, web design and creative. And so it's a sacrifice. It was like every Friday or every other Friday for a year. But it taught us so much to look at things differently and to self-moderate instead of jumping to the next thing. Truly understand what you have, where your value is, listen to your customers, and then move in that light.
Yeah.
Because there's so many cheater brands right now trying to do what we do, and we could get caught up in that, but instead we continue to blow the path forward and we keep moving it forward. And one of those areas is our bridal cleanse, where we're actually going to be shipping nationally, we hope, by February.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's a
Very
big
cool.
turning point for our company.
Yeah,
in
wow.
valuation.
And so the EPI is like a incubator, business incubator at
Yes,
Rutgers?
and they take on, I think it's about 40 people start, usually 30 people finish. And you have an opportunity to work some challenges out with other entrepreneurs. If you're an early entrepreneur, I don't suggest that program. That's kind of for somebody that's been through it for a bit. Otherwise, the Small Business Administration has an enterprise program out of Rutgers University. I participated in that program the year prior. So I spent a year in that program, and that was great because that was kind of the foundation, really the business models that we should be following and blowing holes through your own business model. So by going through that program, through the Small Business Administration Enterprise Program, it really taught me the basics of business. Because I came out of Rutgers University, New York University as the Director of Sport and Fitness, and eventually the Director of the Marketing Management Institute. So my background was business development on a global scale, but I wasn't running a business.
Right.
Completely different when you run a business.
Right. Yeah. Hey guys, if you have any questions out there, just send them in. We have a couple more minutes. So if you have any questions, send them for Reggie. Trying to think, what other questions do I have? I think that's pretty much. When you talked about like entrepreneurs having a holistic life, that comes up for me a lot too as a life coach. Like people know the difference that I make for their business, but a lot of times people say, well, are we going to have to talk about my life? And it's like, well, if we could manage to separate the two, we won't have to talk about your life. But they're so, they're so interconnected.
They are, and my husband is my partner, right? So talk about connecting business with personal life. How crazy is that?
Right.
And we've actually set rules now so that in the morning, my thing is, I want to sit by the fire, have a cup of coffee, and I don't want to talk about business.
Right.
Or at the dinner table, I'm not going to permit business to be discussed with family and friends unless they ask, of course. And so the reason behind that is because you're going to miss out on all the other valuable components of the
life.
Experience, of the human experience, right?
Right.
What's going on in other worlds. And in that way, it opens up your creative intelligence to possibly see another path or something you didn't think about that you can apply in your business. And most importantly, you're not burned out. I truly, I do a daily yoga practice, or I'll take a walk on the boards, just anything to unplug. And even folks that do our cleanses, right? So you're coming into the new year, we do an intake with every client that does a cleanse, but part of that is, all right, well, where's your life balance? So even with cleansing, there needs to be a life balance.
Right.
Because otherwise you're not going to be successful, you're going to fall off the wagon, you're not going to change your habits, and it's not to say that you're going to go cold turkey, but it's a transition, right? Everything in life is a transition.
Right. None of this stuff happens in a vacuum.
No, not at all.
Or in a silo. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Anything else that you want to tell us about this
juice
location,
basin?
the other locations, or what New Year's, or what people?
Hey, if anybody has any suggestions on how to sell in Jersey City with delivery, we're all open. We looked into Uber Eats; they want 30%. We looked into another delivery company, Something Boys in Jersey City. They want 30%. That's our profit margin.
Right, that's everything.
So that's everything. So we would just be turning product. So once again, like I said, it's about the numbers. And we're trying to figure out how to do home deliveries in Jersey City. That's
Hey
our
guys,
big challenge.
look, entrepreneurs, if that's your thing, we have a need here. So
Yeah, help us out.
yeah, absolutely. I know some people in Jersey City that are connected, so I'll spread the word.
Thank you.
for you.
Appreciate
Cool.
that,
Yeah,
Jason.
thank you for helping me. I typically, not that I struggle, but I have to come up with content for these 30 days of
Sure.
videos, even though it's day 45.
Sure.
So thank you for sharing today.
You're welcome.
And happy birthday! It was Reggie's birthday yesterday, so
Free shots.
free shots of what Master cleanse.
Yeah,
And-
lemon, ginger, and cayenne. Very alkalining yet heating for this time of the year and cleansing of the liver.
Yeah,
kidneys.
and don't screw around and play with it in your mouth. Once you put it, swallow it.
It's a
quickly.
shot.
It's
in
a
a shot glass.
It's a shot. Cheryl says happy birthday.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl's awesome. All right, and soon, Cheryl, you'll be able to buy it. I mean, Cheryl lives in North Carolina now. How?
Right, so the bridal cleanse by February should be nationally shipped, and it would be at $25. So our big thing has been shipping costs, trying to figure that out. But by going with NutriFresh and having them work with us, they want to take this product nationally. So my trademark should be finished by February.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just got it. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yay, by U.S. Trademark Association.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
So awesome. Guys, Asbury made.
Yes, Asbury made. That's it.
All right. Love you guys. Give your gift to the world, and we'll see you soon. Take care.